Redox active molecules. This is a complex subject. Anytime you dive into chemistry, unless you're a geek like me, it's hard to understand. The basic of life is the transfer of electrons. The transfer of electrons in chemical, but more specifically what we're talking about is biochemical reactions, transfers energy. And it is that energy that allows systems to grow. It allows humans to grow. More specifically, redox technology is what the photosynthetic reaction is, okay? As we transfer those electrons, the system is incredibly efficient. It's the best that we have. It's what God created, but photosynthesis is an inefficient system, and that inefficient system oftentimes has too many electrons or not enough electrons. A redox active molecule is a naturally occurring molecule created by Mother Nature that can absorb electrons or it can give off electrons. And that molecule sitting in the system ready to go so that when photosynthesis speeds up and needs an electron, it takes that electron from a redox active molecule. Or in the case of it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's 100 degrees and the sun is bright. Photosynthesis is actually proceeding too fast, okay? I have too many electrons from the breakdown of the water molecule. That redox active molecule is sitting there ready to absorb some of those electrons. Why is that important? Because one of the most damaging effects in plants is free-floating active molecules. What do I mean by active? They're free-floating from the breakdown of water, oxygen, free radicals, and as they float around, they degrade cells. If I can have in my plant active molecules that can absorb these compounds or be willing to give off some compounds when necessary, my plant can metabolize better. And that is the secret to improving plant health and plant growth is improved metabolism. That doesn't mean that the plant grows vegetatively better. It means it grows overall better because the system is more in balance. So as we have redox active molecules, I have all these charged particles. The closer my system comes to balance, the better my system is and the better it can metabolize the expensive fertilizer that I apply, the better it can metabolize the expensive water that I apply, the better it can metabolize all of the things I'm trying to do to get that end result, which is yield, quality, production, etc. As my plant comes into balance, it's more capable of doing that. Redox active molecules are tiny molecules that are critical in Mother Nature for plant balance. At Redox Bionutrients, we have created systems of delivery for products that either A, are redox active molecules, therefore they're absorbed by the plant to be ready to be active, or B, we've created biostimulants that increase production of redox active molecules in the plant itself. Overall, the idea being that the higher level of redox active molecules I have in the plant, the more balanced potential my plant has and the better plant growth it can achieve.